So I was graced today with another LazerPig video. People you should subscribe to who aren't me. And I'm looking at a 35-minute timer. Oh god, I'm ready. YouTube sexiest pig, tell me the things! I love it. It's perfect.
A couple of years ago, I was sitting in a restaurant. It's a very nice Italian place.
Yeah.
I mean, they had some lovely garlic bread. That's all I really remember of food. No, wait, I tell a lie. I ordered a steak, but it came drenched in this sauce. I mean, the sauce was really nice, but why would you do that to a steak? Why would you pour sauce all over a steak? I mean, the steak came with spaghetti and steak. That is what I ordered. Well, sober. And
Sober.
I thought the sauce would be on the spaghetti.
Yeah.
It was on the steak, and the pasta was bone dry.
What?
I don't get it. Anyway, not the point. So,
No, I want more of this story. I need to know more about this restaurant, LazerPig. Like, every culinary bone in my body is just kind of scratching its head.
I was at this restaurant with my boyfriend eating copious amounts of garlic bread
Based.
because we were celebrating. And what we were celebrating was me getting 100 subscribers.
Nice.
100 subscribers. That was from my LazerPig Talks Tank video.
Tonk.
That video was a lot of work. For those of you who weren't around back then, and haven't dived into the LazerPig archives, which are on an unlisted playlist somewhere,
Man, LazerPig, I'd react to these in a fucking heartbeat, though. Love your content.
used to do gamer content. It's not that great. I mean, there is a reason it didn't do too well.
God almighty! Oh! Christ! What did I eat? Oh, it's all coming out now! Oh, God! Oh! Jerry! Jerry, help me! God, I think I'm passing a kidney stone out of my asshole!
But all that time,
I need a minute on that one. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Oh my god. That was, all someone just needs to do, is pick up LazerPig. Be like, LazerPig, we need you to do that, but more, and we'll support you. Holy shit. Gold.
all that effort, it was a lot of effort,
Yes.
netted me 56 subscribers.
Yeah.
So I decided to change, and this turned out to be a very good decision. Because now I have 300,000.
Based.
And now, rather than all the negative comments being from my mother telling me to go get a real job, I get real negative comments from real people with big insults and lots of words, like an actual
Can't pause on that. Nope.
and others worship me like I'm some sort of god. And then I say to these people, I am not your messiah. I'm only popular because I told non-credible defense that the A10 was a pile of shit. I happen to be correct, but that doesn't make me a god. I'm just a dude, a weird-looking dude, and that's a lie. I am a freak of nature. I'll be on
Based.
camera at some point in the near future, and you will get to see it, and you'll be like, okay, he wasn't lying. He really does look like a pig post-abattoir. I mean, if I look pretty, I'd show you my face. I mean, did you have any idea how much easier it would be for me to make videos if I could just stare at the camera and talk? No, I hide behind the pig because I look weird, and now I have to find suitable archive videos and stock footage to represent what it is I'm trying to say.
So when is... I have to ask the question. I have to address the elephant, rather the pig in the room. When is LazerPig getting a VTuber model? With actual, like animations and, emotes to just drink. All I'm saying is that would probably skyrocket the fucking sub count. All I'm saying is I kind of need this in my life.
Which is not an easy task. I mean, how do you show an example of the hubris of man with stock image? Like this?
Very. Yeah.
You ask
yes.
how these things take so long to make. Well, then now you know! Jesus, even if I looked normal enough, I could do it in the style of Ryan Macbeth. That man is my spirit animal, by the way. Do not tell him I said that. Either way, YouTube is hard. As a
Yes.
company, YouTube works in a perfect system of logic that operates outside the bounds of any established logic known to humans, or indeed within the physical bounds of reality. It is
Yeah.
a system that shoots you in the face and then asks you to guess which rule you broke. It makes decisions based on the output of a Geiger counter, and if you have any questions, it diverts you to a text chat-based AI program masquerading as an IT department.
So, and on this subject, because I've had to deal with YouTube and advertisers, and the Jaden Animations videos, which were taken down by a company under Superblam, I believe Superblam Incorporated, I believe, and that's why there are no missing 2 Jaden Animations in those lock videos, because I'm assuming that if they had the authority to act on behalf... I'm assuming they had the authority to act on behalf of Jaden due to their sub count. I don't have anything to prove this. This is just my speculation. I love Jaden Animations. No one should ever harass Jaden. Excuse me. Anyways, I have this Super Blam ink or whatever the fuck, and it's saying, "Oh well, we're copywriting this entire video," and it's like, okay, so yeah, I lose out on viewership, I lose out on potential sub count, I lose out on metrics. But have you seen that I almost have like 400 videos at this point? Like, it's absolutely insane to see that I've been doing this for like 8 months in terms of React content as this video is going. And I will do things in such a batch amount that, like, to the point where it's actually kind of absurd. But, like, if something goes wrong, right? So say, for example, if LazerPig doesn't like this video, if LazerPig sees this, holy shit, I've done something with my life. And, if they happen to see this, right, and they'd say, you know, I don't like my content being reacted to, please take it down. Sure, absolutely. I had Zafranc citable. I had a Zafranc1 message me on YouTube saying that I had a delayed copyright notice takedown that they didn't want true facts about the duck. And, you know, once again, do not send hate at this content creator. Do not. It is the reality of doing React content. And if a creator doesn't want their content reacted to, that is perfectly okay, and I'm more than happy to take it down. You know, it just comes with the business. That being said, things like Maxor, things like LazerPig, as you're saying, it takes a while. Badger, if a video gets struck down, that is hours, if not weeks or months, that are down the drain because someone takes revenue. YouTube is as someone who's now doing this full time as of this video, like, it is nutty to say the least. So LazerPig is really on point with this.
Where everyone has 4-letter names, the same typing speed, perfect grammar, and responds the exact same way to questions, yet insists that it's human and we're too stupid to figure it out, leaving you to either go and cry or go make a scene on Twitter, where someone will eventually fix your problem. But it's better than working retail, and it knows it's better than working retail, so it strings us along as it slowly develops its perfect AI management system, to which it will one day sell to corporations around the world in exchange for the money it already has, so its CEO can rival Russian oligarchs with their new boat. Because at the end of the day, we are all expendable. Millions of people upload videos to YouTube each and every day, of which around 90% will never get more than 1 or 2 views. Statistically, someone
Wait, can I get a source on that? Because, like, even my old videos at this point, old Kip React content is like getting 200-ish now. Modern Kip React videos are approaching 500. Am I somehow in the top 10% already? I need a citation on that.
Right now is working on a video that shall become the first of a channel that shall eventually replace me. But this video is not about me. This is a video about all the people still stuck down there in the dirty sewage tiers of YouTube, with all the 12-year-olds making Roblox tutorials and Minecraft Bed Wars video, the funny Twitch moments compilations all made by people who are like, oh no, why am I not being monetized? It's cause it's not your content, figure it out! The 12 million student in their apartment cranking out awful song covers on their guitar, all the gym bros sitting on their couch learning to backflip and talking about depression, every quirky couple filming their vacation in some fuck-off place.
I really forget that this is just YouTube, right? Like let's do a test actually really fast, chat. Chat, doing this off screen. So we're gonna go into incognito, right? And then we're gonna go to YouTube. And this is just base YouTube. Like, so obviously, if we go here, right? So we go to Kip's algorithm, right? So Kip's algorithm, you know, I have funny cat meme. I have Nahida waffle. I don't even want to touch that. Master Chief shoots the M90 shotgun. You know, shorts of VTubers and fucking Shenhayula memes, goddammit. But you get the point, right? You know, I'll have like Zentrea on here sometimes, and I'll have a bunch of stuff that is tailored to me, like fucking Ricky, Redstick Ricky. And then you go to base YouTube, and it's like, who the fuck watches it? It's very fascinating to me to see how much the algorithm comes into play here. I mean, like, this actually seems like it's interesting. I'd watch this. Do Germans talk about World War II? I'm assuming they do, yeah, absolutely, especially in the education. But, like, this, as LazerPig is describing it, is 100% accurate. And it always blows my mind when something like this does, in fact, happen, where it's like, you know, wait, I am doing something that people are enjoying? What, nani?
Squeaker Let's Plays the dude who has a bike and a GoPro, and that's his content. The endless stream of boring middle-class twats cooking the exact same recipe as everybody else, and every Chad and his friends with their varied sound quality, who all think they're funnier than they actually are highlights reel. The world's most boring man staring into a camera as he plays a game, narrating everything happening on the screen, every young entrepreneur that is clearly just a trust fund baby, every hipster with a camera hanging out with his friends taking artistic photos of the sunset, every dropout med student giving you university survival tips as they struggle through a sociology major,
We're
every
still
dumb
going.
fucking Thai trying to sell you financial advice, everyone in California, and so on.
Everyone in California. As someone who used to live in Cali, it's fucking awful. Oh my god. So this is a very specific request if anyone lives in Cali, specifically SoCal. Have you ever heard of an Italian store called Clairol's? If you know, you know. Also, I really want to get some shit from there, but I'm in Idaho.
And so forth. Tonight, we dive into those murky depths.
Oh my god, Tops chili cheese fries too. I hear those were based back in the day. And they also had Shakey's. I hear that was dank. We had one in Idaho long time, like 15 plus years ago, but it shut down. Like, Shakey's. Oh man, I remember that place. I feel like everyone in California that knows in SoCal is going to be like, yeah. Oh, man.
Because sometimes buried deep within the sludge and the slime of every boring fucker who thinks they are brilliant and unique, you sometimes genuinely find someone who is.
Yeah.
YouTube does nothing for these people. It's up to us to find them, spray them down with the hose, and hope that everyone else now appreciates the shiny rock you have found. So gentlemen, bitches, bros, and non-binary hoes, I present to you, as my 300,000 subscriber special, my collection of shiny rocks.
Rock.
I'm not going to talk much about them. I'm going to let their content speak for themselves, and if you want to show them a little love, their channels will be in the description. Please consider subscribing.
So, and I love that I can use my platform as well, approaching the 10K mark. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate this. I was planning on doing stuff like this. Not that, I'm saying LazerPig stole my content. LazerPig is a lot larger than I am. Love this man. Absolutely love him. Messiah, no. I mean, I love as a creator, as someone that is a colleague, quote unquote, in the YouTube sphere, right? Love the man. I have no issue with the man. Love the rants. Would absolutely just love the conversations he has. No, this is brilliant. This is absolutely how this should work because it's discoverability is an issue. And approaching 100K, 200K, 300K, like as I want to go the distance with this. I'm going to go the distance with this, right? This is perfect, and this helps people that are genuinely artful, that are artistic, that have something going for them, and to separate them from the, 16 view whatever shit cop, right?
Every single German in uniform was either killed or captured, and Germany lost the war. You can tell because I'm recording this in English, and there's a famous photo of the Soviets raising their flag over the Reichstag in May 1945. The Nazis lost abjectly, and their blood-stained reign of horror and death was brought to a fiery end for good reason.
So if I'm going to I'll analyze a couple of these two to say so the audio, right? Someone could come across and be the audio's a little muffled. The audio's a little, maybe a little compressed. I think it fits here actually because we're going with the black and white pictures. Because we're going with a historical theme. I think this fits perfectly. The edits and cuts are great. I think it's great. The pronunciation's on point. He didn't say Reichstag or anything like that. I'm mispronouncing that on purpose, right? Reichstag, right? The pronunciation's on point. Dude is clear, he's concise, he doesn't have speech breaks. I think this is great.
Their kit was mostly shit, their leaders were drug-addled psychopaths with no grasp on reality, and their generals were craven self-serving assholes.
And they're also relatable to, it doesn't feel like it's a professor speaking at you. They're being realistic here.
I'm not sure how to describe Hard Thrasher. Imagine me and Kieran had a love child who turned into this upstanding gentleman who made presentations on history and the geopolitical issues facing the world today for his local gentleman's club, but couldn't quite not finish that second glass of wine.
When I was a young man and I was a courtin', as they absolutely didn't used to say back then, I met a lovely young woman who, for reasons that still aren't entirely clear to me, was prepared to do all manner of exciting things with me involving removing all of her clothes.
What?
Being so clearly onto a good, if slightly mysterious thing, I set about ensuring that her clothes would dematerialise as regularly as possible. And this may come as something of a shock to men, and indeed some women, of a certain age, but there are actually only two things that you need to do in order to seduce a woman. Number one, treat her like a human being.
I love that. I already love this. Well, and it doesn't even have to be like treating, but just treat people like human beings. Dude, he's out here speaking fucking facts. Like, the fuck, man. You're already better than half of fucking TikTok.
Number 2, make friends with her cat. If she does not have a cat, make friends with her teddy bears. If she does not have teddy bears, this is a red fucking flag. Run the fuck away.
If you do not, in fact, make friends with cat that I own, cat that I live with, etc., I don't think we can work in any capacity.
Being a teenager at the time, step 1 was quite impossible for me. I had the social skills of a jellyfish on land, and therefore I resolved to progress directly to step 2. In this case, the Moggy in question was a fluffy black and white ball of pure evil called Bella, with yellow eyes that shone with the light of 7 hells.
Yes.
The list of things which drove her to a state of apoplectic anger was a long one.
Baby.
She was an angry cat because her food bowl was sometimes empty.
Yes.
She was an angry cat because her favourite cushion was filled with some filthy human from time to time. She was angry because the dog liked to lie in her favourite basket, or because the dog was minding his own business and sniffing, or because the dog was in front of the cat flap, or because really just dog. All of these gross infractions upon her dignity were met with terrible vengeance involving teeth, claws and ultraviolence. It was then, somewhat to our mutual surprise, that Bella and I got on rather well. She would trot downstairs to come and find me, rub herself against me purring, and then throw herself flat on her back, exposing her luxurious fluffy tummy. Now, the experienced cat wrangler will be able to tell you that this is a trap. I knew it was a trap. She knew it was a trap. She knew that I knew that it was a trap. And yet I was always unable to resist the urge to wuzz that deliciously furry belly with predictable results. She would playfully try and take my face off, bite me repeatedly, scratch me, and then run off purring with a job well done whilst I bled out on the sofa. Nice. And so it is with Karl Marx. Just look at that big bushy beard. Don't you just want to tickle him under his chin and tell him what a good little communist he is? Yes, he is. He's a very good little communist. He's the best little communist. Yes, he is.
Hi. Where the crap did you come from? Hello there.
I feel like, closing thoughts on that, I feel like it could be too long form and in your face for a lot of people. This is not derogatory in any means. I think there's absolutely something special there, absolutely. I'm just like trying to think of how you would... I think it's not even that how you would address it, right? It's just make marketing in this specific way, right? I think there's absolutely something special with them. Absolutely. I would watch that content. I might have to like pause it and rewind a little bit a few times, but that's just like that speaking comes so naturally to them, and it is in a way that like my brain wants to my brain feels comfortable around it, so it stops taking in information, and I think that's it. It's not bad. It's actually really fucking good. I'm just analyzing the content.
Hi, you, crap, you're a person.
Got him.
I'm not expecting people around here.
Joke's on you, I'm not a person. I'm a fucking sus cat on the internet. See your girl DM, sus cat.
Who are you? No, you know, we don't have time for that.
No.
We know, we got people, we gotta make the most of our opportunity.
Facts.
Welcome to this place. This is a YouTube channel. It's my YouTube channel. I got this small little corner, you know, and it's my corner. I'm already rambling.
I describe Bertalinks as basically me, but somehow even more pissed off.
We're gonna talk about something that is a little terrifying sounding. The nuclear tsunami torpedo. So powerful, so deadly, that you fire it, it explodes, and the country that you're aiming at has a 4-inch flood. What country? I took Britain. Britain would have about 3 inches of flood. An island nation. Not to mention you'd also flood parts of France, probably parts of the Nordic
I can definitely see LazerPig influencer. I can definitely see it.
countries. Probably Spain as well. The Netherlands. You can't aim it. You can't aim it at all. If
I
you're
just
trying, if
see
they try to
giant
hit
dick
Ukraine,
missile.
if it was as effective as they said it was, with massive tsunami walls, they would end up giving themselves a tsunami because it goes in a circle. You cannot make it go in one direction. No matter how much copium the Russians throw at it, you cannot alter the laws of physics because you want to. Tsunami torpedo is ridiculous, and it would never work. They could try to make it work. It has that ring of truth to it. Big bomb could create big wave. But in reality, you have to have an infinitely massive bomb to actually be able to move that much water. It's a great example of one of those peacock propaganda weapons that they say, look, we can cause tsunamis if we want to. knowing that they're never going to actually have to be forced to prove that they can create tsunamis.
I feel like the better, because like what is a tsunami other than like what generally, especially in the Ring of Fire area, right? Tsunamis are caused by quakes, right? Quake energy gets dispersed, and then it goes out from there, and thus causes the flow of energy to as it travels, especially as it hits the shelf, right? The continental shelf. Then it. Anyways, I'm going way back into fucking ocean science when I don't need to. Moving on. Why would you just not cause a quake? Would that not be more efficient? Like, yes, Kip, cause an actual... No, I mean, just, like, throw a bunch of fucking explosive ordnance. Just, like, near the continental... Like, edge of the continental shelf. Call it good, right? Like, we're dropping this down. We're dropping several of these. We're gonna fucking detonate this shit. It could also be more complex than that. I'm not sure. I mean, it feels like we're gonna throw a missile into the ocean, and as it lands in the ocean, it's going to explode and cause a tsunami. I feel like you're gonna need a lot more power for that than you are going to need for other methods, if that makes sense.
Forward-looking slice of executive Futurama in the form of the P10 and the P9, a radical sports tourer.
Car.
Rover was ready to go global. In the same way the British Empire had years
God
before.
damn it.
I drink brandy like flat water pours down a mine shaft.
It's always the British.
Do you like cars? Do you like the history of cars? Do you like the history of cars shouting at you with an impressive display of memes and wojaks?
Car show.
What do you mean no? Shut up, he's amazing.
JDM fanboys will argue until the heat death of the universe over which of our great Japanese lord and saviors is the best. When Judgment Day comes and the JDM boys are watching everyone else get raptured and the ground splits in twain beneath them, opening up a ravine of hellfire and plunging them to their certain death, one of them will turn to another as the wind howls past them on their way to...
I hear this soundtrack and all I can think about is Harry Potter Quidditch World Cup. Like, you remember the old game, PS2, GameCube? I hear this soundtrack, that's all I can think about.
Their timely end and say,
"Hey bro, super skyline."
which brand you stan... God, I wanna fucking die. Will depend on who you are. If you're a basic bitch, it'll be one of the big three. Toyota, Nissan, or Honda. Come on, more than that. Alright, Toyota, you're a worshipper at the altar of 2JZ. You talk about how much you love anime, even though you've only ever watched the funny slice of life tofu delivery simulator, which you stopped watching because of all the really boring bits where nothing happens. And possibly a few more current titles.
What?
Also stopped watching when you realized that you didn't actually like anime. If Nissan's your favorite movie is Too Fast, Too Furious, you run a YouTube channel called Adam Drifter Garage C69.
What?
And you worship the RB26 Det. God, these engine names. American V8s may find their roots in the Bronze Age, but at least they had names like Super Commando Steel Dildo Car.
Yep.
As for Honda,
You know, the recess in my Accord is based on the V6 in a sec. Wait, we're gonna go and Murray's over in a sec. You McLaren, if wanted so much that he loves Honda, he sucked them off.
As someone that very casually enjoys, like, Grand Tour and fucking other Jeremy Clarkson show, right? Top Gear. Like, a lot of these are flying over my head, but it's very entertaining.
Oh, actually, my Accord is racing technology.
if you're something overdone vape dude bro joke, I don't give a fuck.
Yo, what is going on, guys? It is your boy Matty fucking Smokes.
Then Subaru's your company. The same also applies to Mitsubishi, but for people who are somehow less interesting. If you like Suzuki, you're a femboy who joined the Navy to get rail, serve your country, and you saw a cappuccino while stationed in Japan and brought one home with you. If you like Isuzu or Daihatsu, then you're wrong. Which, of course, only leaves the Chad choice, Mazda.
Mazda, my beloved.
Hello friends, good morning. How the devil are you? Welcome to Auto Shenanigans. My name is John and thank you very much for joining me for another exciting episode of Secrets of the Motorway.
Zoom.
You may question how a man standing on a highway in Britain talking about the history of highways in Britain could ever possibly be entertaining. Well, I don't know either, but I did spend an entire weekend watching almost every single one of his videos, and I implore you to do the same. You'll never look at the British highway system the same way again, unless it's with utter beshevelled disgust.
I love a bridge, and it's difficult to ignore the Medway viaducts as you drive down the M2. Originally, there was only one of these bridges, and that opened along with the M2 in 1963.
So he's coming across as, like, again, this is straight up, like, documentary status, which a lot of people that I know really love. Like, yeah, no, what do you want to watch now? I'm just going to go watch, like, 6 hours of documentaries and just kind of chill. Like, the voice, as well as the content and the delivery, as well as being on site, quote unquote, or at least having a thematic enough background that's on theme. Perfect, solid, print that shit.
This bridge carried traffic in both directions. However, when the M2 widening came along in the early 2000s...
It actually is reminding me a lot of, like, Grand Tour with Jeremy Clarkson. It's actually kind of reminding me of that. It's very reminiscent.
A second bridge was added and the traffic separated out onto each one of the bridges. And roughly around the same time, a third viaduct came along to carry the HS1 railway across the River Medway. It was on this viaduct that in 2003, Eurostar set a UK speed record of 208 miles an hour. And that's nearly as fast as a Saab. Nearly. In the same year, the viaduct received an award for outstanding merit in the use of concrete. I did ask the viaduct for comment, but it's like talking to a brick wall. So, congratulations on your 2003 award. How do you feel?
Got him.
Just on that, this award was given by the Concrete Society, a society set up in 1966 for all those who really enjoy concrete. And that seems to me like one of those societies that only the English would set up, like the Curbstone Society or the Grit Bin Appreciation Society.
What did Simon Whistler say? I'm British, there's only two things I like, queuing and tea. And I'm just like, what the fuck? So with that meme in mind, I'm just like looking at this and I'm like, the Concrete Society? Very British it sounds like. So someone in chat verify that for me?
Society. I wonder if they're accepting new members.
Fuck, man.
Faith in your dog misplaced, maybe. As is your faith in the trees and the twigs.
I get rid of it. No! I can't escape him. I'm surprised this didn't get copyrighted. Can't escape Wallace.
You may be familiar with YouTube poops, choppily edited cartoons and films made to say vaguely rude things that if you squint and listen really hard, you can probably just about make out, combined with a daily dose of memes and hundreds of in-jokes referencing other more popular poops. Well, Hour of Poop does none of that. This is the highest tiers of YouTube poopery. The classier establishments, the grandeur displays, and quite frankly, the talent this man has is disgustingly underappreciated. And one of his finest works, the finest of pooperies I have ever seen in my life. There is this, I'll call it a fight scene. I'm just going to play it in its entirety, and you can judge for yourself the sheer raw lust and power that this man has.
3, 2, 1.
I love it. What?
You want bounties? I'll give you bounties.
It's like I got transported back to 2010. Wow. What? Amazing.
That's what I call a swinging party.
God damn it. It's all fun and games till the T-Rex shows up.
Oh, I'm coming at him. No! Hey!
That is Sword in the Stone, okay.
I'm so tired of you! You're really getting on my nerves!
I'm so lost.
Shut the fuck up!
No! Is that the hidden room? Oh no. Awful.
Oh my god!
Yo, what happened to the Troll 2 meme? Like, we haven't seen that fucking in years. Jeez.
You know any prayers, my friend?
I'm an atheist.
What?
You shall die for that!
There he goes!
The amount of editing that just goes into this is insane. Like, I'm looking at this and I'm like, it's perfect. The amount of editing that goes into this is fucking insane.
Hey, who's driving that flying umbrella?
I don't know where we are. I don't know where we're going.
Just keep absolutely calm and turn left. Left.
Left, left, left!
Got it. Oh, please.
Well, by Jove.
The amount of understanding of the source material as well to be able to get fucking, like, motions like that for... Oh my god. 300 IQ.
Dude, I'm on like a decline.
Yeah, me too.
You chose the flat side.
It's not flat, I promise.
What's happening?
Mine looks far steeper.
It's because I have a wider area of mass.
What's happening?
So I'm held down more. We could trade spots.
No, it's fine.
Dirt?
Yeah, well, I'm sorry.
Hi guys,
You
how
didn't bring
are
the lawn
ya?
chairs.
I didn't bring the lawn chairs.
You have the lawn chairs.
I keep a lawn chair in my trunk at all times. So there's one with us.
Where's the other one?
Well, it's on my balcony. But you
On your
also have a
balcony.
lawn chair.
It's Kate's lawn chair. It's not mine.
I feel like this classifies as British humor, am I wrong? But I'm also the kind of person that will watch, like, Craig Ferguson or Monty Python and absolutely just die laughing.
She's sitting in it right now.
No, but I don't have it with me. I
Well,
didn't think I needed it. We took
you
your
happened
car.
to bring it last time.
You said bring batteries. That's all I brought. I brought fucking batteries.
But I didn't say bring a lawn chair last time we did the podcast, but what did you do?
What, did I bring a lawn chair?
You brought Kate's lawn chair. Where do you think you sat in when we shot at
Got
I don't fucking a lawn chair. Yeah, you're right. Okay.
Kate's lawn chair.
Okay, well, I
So
don't know. I didn't know that's a
blame
default
me.
thing.
Bro, it's so dry that I feel I could, like, bite into it and like, dust would come out, but I'm here for this. This is fucking amazing.
You are also
You were
the
bitching
one.
about the
You were
incline.
the one who suggested this spot. So you knew where we were going.
Well, it's a fucking cool spot, isn't it?
It is a cool
Yeah,
spot.
well, I thought we'd be sitting somewhere high up, like on the fucking thing up there, like over there or something, where it would be cement, not dirt, with broken glass everywhere.
Well, do you want to like get? You want to climb?
Up the incline that's not that steep. Yeah, maybe.
Sit on the road.
We're fine. I'm fine here.
I'm doing fine too.
People of Earth, the day.
I'm putting these two guys together because they do this podcast that they typically reserve for the Patreons, and honestly, it's one of the most entertaining podcasts I've watched in a long time. Now, Carrick is a person whose content ranges into the gross and weird, so naturally
Nice.
the algorithm is burying him
Yeah.
in the dirt. But I've
like. So the unfortunate part about YouTube, right? Let's just kind of get this out of the way. Is that YouTube wants to function like a business. It functions like a business, hence why they have their UTOS, hence why they have content that is not sustainable for advertisers. If you go through the old Kip content, which someone mentioned something on stream about how, like, well, Lucy Pyre would never theoretically collab with Kip, right? Because Kip's not a degenerate. And I'm like, says fucking who? Have you not seen the H videos I've put in old Kip React content? If you haven't seen it, there, now you go. Just search the funny H word. Like, but that's the thing, is that, so with doing that, that's not very advertiser friendly. At that point, you're going for, I want to do something and have enough of an impact that it just gets sheer viewership versus, which I actually had fun doing those, that really wasn't the point technically, versus something like funny haha Fortnite meme comp to EDM, right? Like that, like one of these is going to play better with advertisers. Gun content right now, firearm content on YouTube is very hard to push for advertisers, because they just don't want to advertise on it, and so it is treated more like a business, right? So Pringles can, as if you will, is not gonna play well with the advertisers, and then therefore not gonna play well with the algorithm as well. So there is a sort of, would you call that a semi-censorship, right? At the very least, the content gets repressed a little bit because of the nature of the content. Hence why, I don't why you look at VTuber clips and they'll be like, just etchy enough, but it still say so enough, right? That it's fine for the algorithm and it gets used as well. So kind of it's this happy sweet spot. People want to see it. People want to do the haha funny. They said the funny thing, right? You know, whole thing that goes into it. But that could be part of why they don't have some of the viewership, is that the algorithm, they're actively fighting against that algorithm.
I find them fucking hilarious.
Sometimes being a hardcore gamer is not all easy mode. It can actually be kind of lonely. Having someone to woohoo is all a gamer wants in life. It's tough though.
Incorrect. Incorrect. Because as a gamer, I just want games to not be shit anymore. Let's put it that way. That's all I want. Woohooing, as you say? Bro, I could go do fucking combat at SCA and that shit's way better. All I'm saying. From experience with both woohooing and combat. One of these is the love of my life, and it is actually wearing armor and getting hit with weapons in a safe manner, obviously, right, for YouTube. All I'm saying is one of these is strictly better.
Let's face it, I look like Emperor Ballblacks, but have no fear. I think I have a solution. Today, I'm gonna teach you how to have Salehu with your own belly button. It makes your penis feel real good. Genius! Now, hold your horses, Space Cowboy. Before we get started, we need to make sure of a few things. Number one.
Does that fly over people's heads nowadays? Like, I genuinely need to know. Does see you later, Space Cowboy, do people genuinely not know what it means anymore? Like, I haven't even seen Cowboy Bebop. I've seen the final scene because of all the meme comps and stuff, right? You know, Gmod Idiot Box, right? Like, but I'm still aware that it's like, that it's that see you later, Space Cowboy, it's Cowboy Bebop. Do people not know this anymore? Am I dating myself?
Your penis is small enough to fit inside your belly button.
No,
at least 3 inches or less in length. Check. Number 2, your gut is so big that your belly button is like a cave. Got it. Number 3.
This would make great Patreon, probably not great YouTube, because of the algorithm. However, great Patreon shit.
3, you have some Nivea cream or Vaseline. Let's go to the toilet and get started.
What's happening?
I have these handlebars to help me down and up onto the toilet.
What's happening?
My legs have turned purple.
That's not good. That's lack of blood.
Gamers, I had to censor this part of the video to avoid getting a content strike on YouTube.
Yeah.
I had just gotten one for a short I posted where I threw up in the toilet, and so I'm kind of worried about getting another one.
Yeah, no, strikes are I constantly, hence why when I got the delayed strike from Zafranc, or at least the account that said we are doing a delayed takedown on this, I'm not fighting that. I'll just do other content. I'll do other content. I will take that down. I am bueno. I do not want to fuck around with strikes.
Pull your little weenie out.
No!
With the steps I just gave you, pause this video, try it out for yourself, and come back.
I'm good.
Gamer update over.
What's happening? Just post it on P-Hub. Call it good. Just post it on P-Hub. Instant fucking viewage.
Told you. 10 seconds flat.
Whereas Mammoth's content kind of more ranges in variety. His editing and artistic skill are absolute masterful.
Yeah.
And I believe one of his videos, I think Voyeurism, won an award at a film festival. I can't recommend either of these guys enough, honestly, seriously.
I can feel him. I know he's here.
What's happening?
Watching me. I know it.
Oh, this is the one.
Where are you? Where are you, you evil monster?
I could see it. I could see it winning an award.
Ah, God! Why are you here? Why are you ruining my goddamn hobby? Oh no! Is he? No! No!
Stop it.
No!
Okay.
He can't be masturbating! He can't be! He can't be! Not while I'm
I don't know where to pause anymore. I'm just like... word on this one.
masturbating? I can't do it if I'm being watched!
Stop it.
Why is he doing this?
People are weird.
I can't do this. I can't do this. If I can't magnify people unbeknownst to them anonymously without being gazed upon...
It's a commentary, if anything, which is kind of interesting.
Initially, the Star Trek ships were designed in this utterly bizarre, deconstructed, here's a dinner plate over here, here's a hot dog bun over here, and here's 2 more hot dogs attached to the bun, which is attached to the dinner plate kind of motif. I don't know how they got there. I don't know if it involved hot dogs or not. If you're thinking about hot dogs in a weird way, that's on you. That's not on me.
What's happening?
Go get treatment or something already.
What?
But the point is...
What's happening? Round. Rotund, if you will.
Any ship left on the dock for more than 24 hours will be compressed to a cube at the owner's expense.
This is neat. That's a neat intro. That's solid. There's so much conveyed in that. That's awesome.
Welcome to Sacred Cow Shipyards.
If there is one person I routinely get compared to, it's Sacred Cow. Imagine if I was a super intelligent AI system utterly obliterated on space wine, being forced to run a space station of which houses some of the galaxy's worst starships. Welcome to Sacred Cow Shipyards.
Nova-class dreadnought. Yeah, take a look at that fucker. It's 1.5 kilometers of good old-fashioned human fuck you.
Yeah.
It mounts somewhere between 18 and 22, depending on who you talk to, twin plasma cannons. They literally just started bolting fucking turrets onto it. They had to give it pylons to bolt more fucking turrets onto it, because more DACA, more better.
I mean, I see nothing wrong with this. Just bolt more turrets on it. Have you considered adding more turrets?
And then on top of that, because apparently that wasn't enough DACA, it also has 6 particle beam cannons. 2 in the front, 4 in the rear, depending on the configuration. Because, I mean, human ships did a lot of running periodically, so it's always good to cover your ass. Oh, but wait, there's more! More DACA, more DACA, more DACA. There's actually 2 fusion missile launchers somewhere tucked into that thing somewhere. I have no idea where. Oh, also, but wait, there's more. It carries 36 Star Furies.
I'm just waiting for the Mac cannon. I don't even know what series this is. Is there a Mac cannon? I'm just waiting for the Mac cannon.
36 of them. Holy fuck. I mean, the Babylon 5 station itself, which is 8 kilometers long, only carries 48 Star Furies. And this fucking tank carries 36 by itself.
Tonk,
and
my
just
favorite.
in case that wasn't enough DACA, if you wanted little DACA, this thing can also carry 8,000 ground pounders on board. 8,000. Holy goddamn fuck on a rocket-propelled crutch. I mean, the crew's only 250, and you're going to pack 8,000 more people into that fucking...
This sounds like something the Marines would make. Like, it sounds like something the Marines would make. We have this boat, quote-unquote, right? What are we doing? Turrets. What else are you... Turrets. What up, turrets? We don't have enough power. Throw some fucking more pylons in there. Okay, turrets. Okay? What else? I want these fusion cannons. How many? 6. 6. What? Yes, we need 6 in this. 6 is the magic number here. Okay? But what else? We want 36 ships on here. Mate, you realize that a ship 8 times your size is 48. Yes, we want 36 of them in here. Well, what else? We want the crew to have 8,000 Marines on board. So what you're saying is this is just a fuck you boat, right? I feel like the Marines would 100% make this, and I'm here for this.
Sardine can? Damn. They're going to be real good friends by the time they get wherever they're going, or a lot of them's going to be dead knowing you humans. Either way.
Humans, yes.
Right. I'm off to the Great War. They say it's going to be over before Christmas, so I'll see you soon.
It's funny. It's funny and sad because it's accurate to World War I. YouTube will also have a fit with these now. even if they're props, YouTube algorithm and advertisers will have a fit with these. Which I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's right. When it's done in a classy context like this, and if it's clearly marked as a prop, or if you have proper trigger discipline, right, done in a safe, controlled environment, that's fine. If anything, YouTube needs to crack down on people like Sneeko, who want to, show their Glock just waving it around on screen. I'm never gonna let that man live that down. Like, whatever else about him, cuckolding, you do fucking whatever, man. My issue is that you do not have proper trigger discipline, and I feel that the weight of the law needs to come down on you for this. That being said, that is not my place, and that is something YouTube needs to address with content creators being negligent about this. There are content creators that do firearms in a professional capacity. I myself do content in a professional capacity in terms of React content. Brandon Herrera, Grand Thumb. There are people, and many more, right? There are people that do this in a safe capacity. This, as well, is being seen in a classy, artful capacity. Take care of the problematic people. Leave the rest of us alone.
Brian, wake up, Brian. Wake up, Brian.
French foot.
It's dinner time.
I love it.
Did the chef die? Yes, Brian.
Got him. Aww. It's funny because it's accurate.
At the time of recording, OK Champ has 7,410 subscribers. I want that on record, because that is an insultingly low number for just how talented and entertaining this man truly is.
Honestly, I see a lot of my Couch Scout buddy. Maybe it's just the features. It's kind of strange. No, that's insultingly low. This is great. This is solid. I do React content. And, like, now I'm doing full-time, like, moving into more streaming and more actual edited content. This is insultingly low for something that is this highbrow, this humorous, this well done. You absolute fucking legend.
I'm just going to play his intro, nothing else, and you'll understand, okay?
I'm Brian Pilchard, and I love history.
Amazing.
Using my skills in effects, clothes, and disguises, I'm going to take you on a journey back in time for an adventure in super history! 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 History!
I mean, it's solid. Intro might be a little long, but that's critique. I'm nitpicking at this point, I feel. No, it's solid.
What it comes down to is that these two Frenchies ended up committing to a duel, but according to an English newspaper, they were of elevated minds, which I assume means they like ballooning as you do in colonial era France.
What?
They agreed to fight mano a mano in their balloons.
Amazing.
No doubt a rather unique spin on the formula. On May 3rd, the two met for an historic event and went into the sky with their seconds.
Amazing.
What transpired was apparently pretty gruesome. Instead of pistols, they elected to arm themselves with blunderbusses. Pretty much muzzle-loaded shotguns.
The blunderbuss. What do you use for ammo? Yes. 9mm, 5.56. Yes. Very small rocks, nails. I mean, you could probably fit razor wire in there if you were so inclined and could somehow do it. Like the blunderbuss is probably my favorite shitpost firearm because you just load it with literally anything. I kind of want to see if razor wire would actually fit in there now.
As they felt pistols wouldn't have the smash to blow the other balloon out of the sky.
No.
Meanwhile, most Parisians had little knowledge of the duel and assumed the two were in a balloon race of sorts.
No.
At 2,700 feet, the duelist opened up. Lepique's balloon suffered a fatal tear from the blunderbuss hit and fell. The losing duelist and his second were reported to have been dashed to pieces on a housetop.
Wow.
Holy shit.
Whoa!
I couldn't do a list of small-time YouTubers without covering Falcon. I mean, the guy is my co-host on the podcast, and yeah, okay, he's not used to talking live, but hey, neither am I. But like, if that's your only experience...
Talking live is a skill. I somehow manage on stream. Talking live is 100% a skill, and no one should feel bad if they can't do it. I hardly fucking do it. In this video, how many speech breaks have I had? Right? Relaying information is a skill, and if you don't have it, you can have one half of it. You can talk live versus recorded, whatever fits your comfort zone. It really is just You have to put points into it.
Appearance of him, then you are doing yourself a disservice. His content is gold.
The concept of satellites have been floating around for several years to improve communication, spy on the other side, and act as orbital platforms to drop nukes.
Like rocks from a highway overpass.
Hell, in World War II, von Braun even had the idea of putting men into space and setting them up in a giant rotating space station for military and scientific purposes. The thing looked like a giant wagon wheel and would have spun at a rate enough to generate artificial gravity.
Interesting.
You could tell he was passionate about this idea into the 1950s, too. I mean, just look at this old Disney show about spaceflight.
Even though there's no apparent motion, everything in the orbit is hurtling around the Earth at 16,000 miles per hour.
This is 55.
Is completed.
Wow, this is 10 years after the end of World War II. This is about what Gundam, Mobile Suit Gundam, right? Kido Senshi Gundam? That's when this came out, right? Roughly. Wow. My sense of time is now shattered. Damn.
Oh, man, Disney used to be so cool. Anyway, on October 4th, 1957, the Soviets, admittedly, beat us to space with their first satellite, Sputnik 1.
Thank fucking God someone else says it. Holy shit. The amount of times that I've said, didn't they technically beat us? People are like, no, we made it first. It's like, even I vividly remember in first grade, right? So there was I had those old kids playmats and stuff, and even then there were posters in in the school, right, in the U.S. school system, and I'm like, but what's this? And it's Sputnik, and I'm like, okay, and they explain how it's a satellite, and I'm like, so isn't this technically the first satellite into space? None of my elementary school teachers liked me for stuff like that. I mean, there were a couple of them that were kind of cool, but I would ask questions that people just kind of didn't want to answer or acknowledge. Thank fucking God someone else fucking says it. Sputnik made it first.
This beach ball-sized satellite didn't really do anything,
but it still was first.
Put an object in orbit, as Sputnik only operated as a radio transmitter, pumping out a consistent and incessant communist beeping.
Still first. Got him. Rough. The first shot he had to do. Oh.
A lot of people suggest that this is the moment where the space race really started.
Behold the greatest creation in pig history!
Fox?
It is time to show these pigs where they truly belong!
Oh fuck, please tell me we're in for pig racing, because I'm in.
Take them to the woods!
But why does this go hard? Why did I not know I needed this in my life? Thank you for bringing this to my attention, LazerPig.
As is tradition, I have saved the very best for last. League of Pigs should need no introduction, so I'm not going to give them one. They are pigs, they race. That's about the gist of the whole thing. I mean, if you couldn't understand that from the little bit of video that I showed you, what, do you not have eyes? Look, the pigs live in a farm. They're not farm animals. They're pets. I've spoken to the guy. He's very nice. He loves his pigs. He takes very good care of them. They love the racing, but they are expensive. They're pigs. They eat a lot. So please do support this channel, because I want to see those little pigs become massive pigs and continue to race. And I hope you do too.
I love this.
It's the bench track again. Will Hoshi play ball? Will the others get confused? Well, we've got the answer to the first question as Oinku disappears from screen and Bear's trying to claim a first win. Ginger's challenge.
This is perfect. This is everything. So let's put it this way, Kip. Remember the Adult Swim show Fish Center Live? Where it was literally just Adult Swim shitposting by filming a fish tank and offering and giving narration over it? That was my jam. This is right up my alley.
Here. Look at Piggy Smalls, pleased to step nicely, punches through the two girls and steals the win, and it's stuff like that which is the reason why he's attracting such outside sponsorship. But let's go and have a look what happened to Hoshi. There he is. There's no concern for his personal safety at all. In fact, he doesn't even try and clear the chicane board much. He just smashes through it, and his impatience is running away with him here, which is quite peculiar given his Japanese heritage. We've got all the surprises here in race 4. Well, this sums up pigs. You give them their favourite thing, and within minutes they're eating thistles, which are about as prickly as cacti. It's the last thing I would choose to eat in this woodland area.
He's just built different.
Their mouths must be like sandpaper.
He's just built different. Don't know if built stupid, but he's definitely just built different.
And Hoshi isn't the only one doing it. Piggy S'mores has also joined the fray, and he needs to, because he's got to sustain 77 pounds of weight. Piggy S'mores is massive for a small pig. But regardless, it's safe to say that all 5 are loving this new area.
Wow.
Anyway, that's all I got for now. These people are all good beans. They deserve love. If they are a little rough around the edges, that's because, well, they're YouTubers. So,
right.
You know, be kind. I mean, that said, some of them are genuinely better than me, which isn't worrying at all.
So here's the thing. Like, when I'm, like, critiquing or, like, not analyzing, I'm not meaning this in a mean light, to clarify. Like, oh, thing I think they could do different, and whether they take feedback or not, it's like, they're still doing their thing. And they're doing really fucking well. These are all definitely undervalued and underappreciated. I want to clarify that.
I'm fine. So yeah, go subscribe to them. Oh, but before you go, I feel like there's something I'm missing. Like something happened recently that I'm forgetting about. I can't quite. Oh yeah.
What? What? What is happening? I don't know. I don't know, man.
I built an operating system.
That was an experience. Holy shit. Thank you, LazerPig. You absolute legend. And all these other content creators showcased as well. You absolute legends. All of you keep up the fucking great work. That was amazing.